gardens are not new. A lot of the schools in Europe, they have school gardens, and they've had them, since the early 1900s. The children learned work ethics. They learned how to work in teams, work with partners. Those are all values that you need, whether you continue on, working the land or you go in a factory. Those are quality things that you need to know. And what a better way to do it than outdoors, where it's okay to make mistakes.
We came to discover that there was some property that was adjacent to our campus that was actually not being utilized. And as soon as our superintendent became aware of this, we set about to make certain that this was maintained, mowed, and then of course through our Putnam County Schools extended learning program, really Brenda Hughett set out as the supervisor of those programs.
In 2014, the fall of 2014, I was hired for this position, and one of the teachers from Jere Whitson had talked to me about gardening and had talked to me about some land that she thought might belong to Putnam County School System, and would I look into it. After that initial discussion, that's what I did. I started looking into that, going through the proper channels that I needed to go through, and we had a piece of land surveyed and checked, and we found out that we had almost an acre that is just down the sidewalk from the school on the other side of the playground.
We're in the process of creating an agriculture lab. Many schools have school gardens, but we decided that we wanted our students to experience not just the opportunity to grow different things in a garden, but to really observe, experiment, and learn a lot about the entirety of agriculture, which offers so many different rich academic and experiential opportunities for them.
I think it's important for elementary school, one, to learn where their food comes from, the nutrition value, there's work ethics, and there's nothing like being outdoors, close to nature. Kids are so far removed from nature, they're actually nature deprived because they're all sitting inside watching TV or playing their Nintendo games or video games or on an iPad. Not that that's not good, but there's more exercise outside and learning where your food comes from.
During summer camp, we were able to make salsa with the students. They were able to we brought in a food processor. We talked about all of the vegetables. We washed them, cleaned them. We talked about the whole process that it took from seed to ground to harvesting to cleaning them to using them to make this salsa.
They didn't know what a radish was before. Now they all know what a radish is and they love it. They didn't know what fried okra was. So we spent one day just frying okra from the okra we grew in the garden. They love it. They ate it like it was popcorn. It gives the kids some pride, self-confidence.
With the focus in many academic programs, and ours even increasingly so in STEM and STEAM, we found that agriculture is a wonderful basis for our students to really explore science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And of course, you'll even hear from some of my colleagues that the A may not be just simply for arts, but for agriculture itself. We're often considered sort of a community school because most of our students actually walk to school, and we actually only have, I think, 3 buses that bring students to school. We wanted to make certain that this wasn't merely an experience for our students during the school day, but really one that could involve multiple facets of our community, involving the students' families, involving the Tennessee Tech students. We've been fortunate to really develop a number of different partnerships.
I really enjoy working with the kids in a school garden. I know that the kids will probably never grow up to be farmers, They used to say, 4 and 5 generations removed from the farm, but I think it's getting closer to being 7 generations removed from the farm. So if children don't know what this stuff smells like, it's a good experience for them.
We're very excited about the endeavor that we began 2 years ago. This is the start of the 3rd year with this program, and it's been really fun. It's been really interesting to see how engaged students are in the process of not just starting at the seed underground, but in the harvesting, in the cafeteria, saving food that can go into compost and being able to take that compost and put it back into the ground and talk about those nutrients and how they're important to the growing process.
I think they have a great time. I think that our students are now realizing more where their food comes from. They're also getting the opportunity to experience the different possibilities that they may have in terms of college and career once they get beyond our school. So we are a pre-K through 4th grade school, and many of our students have not had any of these agricultural experiences because we are right here next to Tennessee Tech's campus, and really a lot of them just do not have farmers in their families and do not have much in agriculture experience.